Hey guys, it's Marissa, and today's video is going to be the worst date ever, and I've done a couple videos like these, but this is the most recent one, and this one definitely tops them all. And don't forget to thumbs up this video if you guys like these funny personal stories that I do and you want to see more, and obviously subscribe if you're new. So this story starts with a date. They always start with a date for some reason. And I went out with this guy. I went to dinner with this guy that I really liked, and he was really cute, so I feel like that just makes the story more interesting, a cute guy. So anyway, I was on a date with this guy, and we went to dinner. We went to this nice restaurant or whatever, and I saw that he was wearing a ring on his pinky, and I'm the type of person, I'm very I'm very I'll hit his shoulder, or I'm very touchy-feely, oh, give me a hug, give me a high five. So I was playing with his rings on his fingers, and I took his pinky ring off, and you know me, Beyonce, Marissa-once, if you like it then you should put a ring on it. So I was super determined to just put his ring on my finger, just to be haha, I'm wearing your ring, we're married now. Be crazy, Marissa. But anyway, so I took his ring and I put on my finger, and in the heat of the moment, I forgot that it was a pinky ring, because pinkies are obviously smaller than this fat old middle finger, or this ring finger right here. And so I put it on my ring finger, and you know, we laughed about it for a good second, and 2 seconds later I tried to take it off, and I was like, oh my god. It was welted on my finger. I was like, homeboy has some anorexic pinkies or something, because this is just it was just not coming off. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this off, and then after about 2 minutes of not being able to get it off, I'm the type of person that I'll freak out. I freak the hell out in situations. I don't remain very calm. I do this on roller coasters too. Right before I'm about to go on, I freak the hell out. I start crying. I'm like, I don't want to go. So I just start freaking out. I start I even tell the waitress, and she tries to get the ring off my finger, but she can't even get it off. She brings me butter, for the bread and butter, and I tried literally buttering my finger, and in the meantime he's just sitting there not knowing what to do, because what the hell, who prepares for this on a first date? So I try getting it off, and it's not coming off, and I just start panicking. My fingers started turning blue and purple, and I was freaking out. And so we left the restaurant. He just quickly paid the bill for whatever we had ordered. I don't even think did we even get our food? Yeah, we had gotten our food. But anyway, so he pays the bill, and we go into the car, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I need to go to the hospital. You could tell he's a little bit irritated, because it's his nice silver ring. I'm telling him that I'm gonna cut it off. The hospital's gonna cut it off. So anyway, we go to the hospital, and we're literally sitting in the parking lot, and right as I'm getting out of the car to go inside, I managed to pull the ring off my finger, and then it slips out of my hand and goes on the floor, but thankfully we found it 2 seconds later. But I was oh, it was and the blood flow started flowing back to my hand, and I was oh, I was just so happy that my finger wasn't gonna get cut off, that I was just screw this day, I don't even care anymore. I don't care how weird I looked, I don't care how silly and stupid I looked. It was such a relief. And he was just the date was pretty much ruined at that point. He just kind of took me home after that, and then that was essentially the end of our date. That was our first and last date. I kind of learned my lesson. I do not wear metal rings anymore. I will not put on a metal ring, because it's super scary. And so now I actually use, I actually wear silicone rings on my fingers, and it's so much better. So I first heard of silicone rings from a friend of mine, and these are really stretchy, so it's perfect because they won't get stuck on your finger. And I discovered these, oh, I wish I had discovered these before our date, so that way I wouldn't have been tempted to put on his ring on my finger. But I love these so much. I have a turquoise one and a purple one, and they're really cute. I did not actually know this, but people actually lose their fingers like from metal rings, and there's like some number of people that like literally lose their fingers every year. And I was like, oh, because I looked it up after the day, and it was just crazy. So I love just not having to worry about my fingers being amputated. And sometimes when I do wear like metal rings, they have a tendency to just like dig into my finger and be a little uncomfortable. So I like that these are kind of just like more comfortable, and they're not super, like you can't even really tell that you're wearing anything, and it's not like super metally. And I love that they're really soft and flexible. And these are from the brand Knot Theory, and they typically make them as like wedding rings, but you can also use them as promise rings, which I think is really cute, to like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or it could even be just like a promise ring to yourself. That's what these are for. This one is not to do drugs and drink, and then this one is to get straight A's, and I'm on the right track. And that's just like my personal meaning that I attach to these rings, but like you can literally do anything with it. It could be like even like a best friend ring. I'll have that linked below, like the code and everything in the links, but I definitely recommend them, and we can honestly be matching. We can be twins. So that was my video on the worst date ever. It was pretty bad. It was pretty embarrassing. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about my cray-cray date down below. Maybe tell me some of your guys's, like if you guys have an awful date story or something really embarrassing that happened to you, like let me know down below. I want to know. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I love you guys. Mwah! Big kiss, and bye guys.